If you caught our series No Days Off this past Sunday, you saw our Claire Dow sit down with the CEO of Central Catholic Football, head coach Greg Dempsey. Now, just to refresh your memory, his teams have made the playoffs every year for the last 15 straight, winning 5 of the last 8 track titles and 3 state championships. The resume obviously great, as is the conversation. Time now for the conclusion of No Days Off with Greg Dempsey.
What does your system look like this year, similar to years past? Are you changing anything because of all the new faces?
Oh, I think you're always changing. I always tell people, they go, "What offense do you run?" I said, "Well, I know what offense we're running next year after I see who's coming back, watch all the film who's coming back, and then decide what fits best for them." I've never been a guy that says we're going to be a system guy and plug people in, because the kids change every year. And you better be able to adapt with your kids so you're not forcing square pegs and round holes. I've seen how that has happened in the past. There's certain principles of things you always make. You have to be able to run the football. You have to be able to stop the run. That's something some people will say all the time, no matter what. A big part of that is you also have to be able to develop things that you haven't been as good at. We have to throw the ball better this year. Defensively, we only gave up 47 points in the regular season last year, so I don't know how much more I can ask out of those guys. I don't know. You can ask, but the great thing is the coaches and the players expect to live up to that. But there's certain things that are always going to be core principles. We're going to run the football well. We want to be efficient and explosive on offense. Defensively, we're going to get after you and create pressure and play with our hair on fire. And we want to play strong special teams. Now, what we use to accomplish those goals, I think, is going to be different on a year-to-year basis.
This is your 20th season as head coach.
Yes.
What do you want to get done in year 22 decades here at Central Catholic?
What we want to do, we want to work with these kids and develop them, just like we always have. I'm very proud of the success we've had over 20 years. I'm more proud of how we've done it, how the kids have taken it and done it, and watch them grow up as young men, because now all of them are getting, they're getting older, and it's getting to see them come back, the type of fathers they are, the type of professionals they are. Things of that nature is always something you're looking for to help instill and be a part of that growing up process. On the football field, we want to win a league title. Usually if you win the league title, you're going to make the playoffs. You make the playoffs, you got a chance to win the playoffs. So, those are the big things we're looking at trying to accomplish. The biggest thing we talk about on a daily basis, let's just go 1-0. You can talk about all those long-term goals, but our short-term goal right now is go 1-0 and hopefully build some momentum from there. And the key is, I think, getting better. You don't stay the same. We got to try to get better every day. And that's not realistic at times, but the next key is how many good days can you string together. If you get better one day, worse the next, better one day, worse the next, that's not a good formula. If you string off 4 or 5 good days, today wasn't as good as those, and then the next day the kids pick it back up. That's real life stuff. We all go through that in our work, and that's what we're hoping to tell them, is how to come to work every day, locked in and focused, and try to do the best they can. If they do that, no matter what happens at the end of the record, I'll be happy with them.